that time. Hey guys, what's up? I know it's been a while since my last video. Not a whole lot going on really. The truck is basically now full bolt-on. I haven't made any modifications that I have not documented. Everything has been documented on the channel. We will be running full bolt-on for a while. There are a few other modifications that I want to do. However, you know, they're pricey. It's something that needs to be saved up and done correctly. I don't want to half-ass anything. A perfect example of that would be that, you know, I want to do a cam and a torque converter, but the problem with that is they both have to be done at the same time. Now, necessarily, they don't have to be, but it's something that I want to do at the same time. Matt says it's something I want to do at the same time because if you do a cam first, then you're going to lose some torque. Okay, now if you do the torque converter first, then you're going to lose some horsepower. So you do them at the same time, it's going to level it out. So he recommends doing them both at the same time. So, you know, we're probably looking at around $3,000 to $4,000 for all that, you know. So it's definitely something that can wait. You know, the truck's running great. I mean, I've gone against a couple of people, you know, in a safe environment, guys, okay? I raced a Mustang with nitrous. He had about half a car length, and I beat him. I raced a Charger RT, and I beat him. So, I mean, the truck has got power. It's definitely there. Another modification that definitely needs to be done is brakes, for sure, because when I went up against that Charger RT, I mean, we we let it go. I mean, I don't know how fast I got this thing up to. I know I got it past 120, at least 125, and we had a hard time stopping. I was like, holy shit, am I going to be able to stop? But, you know, I mean, it's a big truck, you know, a big truck, and you get to moving that fast, you know. It takes a little bit to slow down. So definitely in the future, before I get it up to that kind of a speed again, we're definitely going to look at some bigger rotors and some bigger brakes. I mean, she did stop. It just took a little bit longer for her, so you know we need to improve our stopping distance. So anyway, with that being said, the truck needs an inspection. So that's what this video is going to be about today. Will a full bolt-on pass inspection, you know, with headers and all that kind of stuff? Because I know in some states, people are having problems with passing inspection with all their modifications. Now, for my states, it shouldn't be a problem. I've seen some other people in my state that have gotten their vehicles passed, but, you know, everywhere is different. So we're going to take her, and hopefully she passes. Fingers crossed. I mean, we don't have any check engine lights on or anything like that. And mostly here where I'm at, I'm in Texas, they don't really do visual inspections. I mean, they will pop the hood, but normally they don't do, you know, normally they don't look for cats or anything like that. Now, my truck does have high flow cats. So even if they did do an inspection, or a visual inspection, it should pass. So with that said, we're just gonna go take her, get her hooked up, see what she does. All right, and I wanted to clarify something. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys are probably asking, why did I give the Mustang a half a car length, especially since he had nitrous? Well, it's because the Mustang was a V6, but it was the Mustang that comes with a performance package. So it was like a wide body Mustang. The owner is a guy I work with. He's got a performance exhaust on it, a cold air intake, a tune, and he has a 50 shot of nitrous. So, you know, we lined up, and, you know, it's with him being a V6, I'm a V8, and I was like, you know what, even with a 50 shot of nitrous, you know, let's just see what happens. I'm gonna give you about a half a car length, and let's call that fair, you know. And So, I mean, he took off, I stomped on it, and I passed him. I was shocked myself because this is a big, heavy truck, you know. I mean, hell, I was shocked even with the Charger RT. But then again, the Chargers are a pretty heavy car. But for this big old truck to beat a Mustang, even with it being a V6, you know, Mustangs are light. I was like, oh my God, wow. So that just goes to show the power that these kind of trucks can make. But like I say, the main thing now is brakes. I'll probably end up looking at doing a brake upgrade before I do the torque converter and cam, to be honest with you guys, because that torque converter and cam is just going to add more power, and with all that power, we need to be able to stop, right? So anyway, I'm very happy with the truck. I will catch you guys on the flip side of this. Let's go see if she'll pass inspection. Hopefully she will. As you can see, the hood is popped and everything, so they are inspecting, they're looking at everything. There it is, gentlemen, the results are in. Overall pass. Alright, so I'm gonna lie, I was sweating it a little bit. You know, we popped the hood, they were looking around up under there. I know they saw them long tube headers. I mean, them things are hard to miss. You know, and some states, you know, Texas not being one of them as far as I'm aware of, but I know in some states, when you go and start messing with your headers and your Cadillac converters, they will fail you automatically, because when you change your headers, you're relocating the position of your Cadillac converters. Like my Cadillac converters are in a different spot now than factory, so that's why you have to get O2 extenders and stuff like that. But yeah, she passed. I mean, that's really all that matters. And he didn't tell me, like, so he printed it out and then he put it on my dash, and then he came, he walked by me, and he was like, all right, brother, you're all set. He said, and he told me no news is good news. So right then and there, I was kind of like, okay, good. I'm guessing I passed, right? And I didn't know until I got in the truck and looked at the paperwork that it said pass. So, whew. I was not sure, you know, because another problem I was reading online, even here in the States, here in Texas, was a lot of people were failing because of their O2 not reading properly. And I guess that goes to the tuner and everything. With Sean, Hemi Fever Tuning, he's been around for a long time, and Matt told me he's never had a problem with getting his vehicles tuned, or getting his vehicles inspected. And you know, he even did tell me, you know, if need be, we could still get it inspected. So, you know, there are ways around that, but really you shouldn't have to, as long as everything has been tuned properly, and you know, shouldn't run into any problems, guys. So apparently, from what I was reading, is some tuners they cut off the back O2 sensors, and really all you need is your primary O2 sensors. But apparently some of these places, they will run the test on all four, and since the back ones aren't monitoring, they're turned off, so they'll throw up a code saying that these two have not been reset yet or whatever, and it will cause you to fail. Something like that. You know, I mean, I'm no genius, I'm no tuner, I don't do inspections, so I don't know how all that crap works. But apparently all my stuff is reading, the vehicle passed, so I mean, that's all I care about. You know, otherwise you're gonna, you know, if you don't have a plan B, you're gonna have to figure out how to get your vehicle inspected. And the only way I know of to do that is to put it back to the way it was so it'll pass, you know, and that's just gonna cost you more money. So, you know, that's just something to look into, guys, before you start doing any type of modifications on your vehicle. Make sure your state will allow you to pass emissions with that modification you're about to do, because if not, you're going to waste money. That, or have a plan B. Okay, know somebody who can get your vehicle passed, you know, before you go off and spend that kind of a money, you know, because like I say, for headers for this truck, you know, it's expensive, guys. Depending on which route you go, I mean, either way you go, catless or cats, it's going to be expensive. Without cats, it's a little bit cheaper because you're not having to buy the Cadillac converters. But then you still have to pay to, get somebody to install it for you, get somebody to tune it for you. Now, if you're a handy mechanic, you can install them yourself. The main thing, though, is getting it tuned properly so it'll pass. And then once again, make sure that your state isn't going to nick you for having long tube headers, because some states do them visual inspections where they pop the hood and right away, oh, it's been modified. You failed. That's it, guys. Just make sure. I can't stress that enough. I don't want to make this video thinking that everybody's going to pass inspection with these modifications, because that's not the case. It really depends on what state you're in. I know California is very strict when it comes to emission testing. They get mirrors that go up underneath your vehicle to check for catalytic converters. New Jersey, I think, is also another place. There's a guy I follow on YouTube, real awesome guy, Nick. His YouTube channel is Incredible Hemi. He started off kind of like my route, the way I'm going. He started off full bolt-on, then he went to supercharger, he went full bolt-on, then he went cam, then he went supercharger, and now he just turned around and dropped a totally rebuilt 392 Hemi in there with a supercharger on it. And that truck is mean. It's beautiful. Good job, Nick. But yeah, I know he went and got he hasn't inspected the 392 yet, but I know back when he went to get his vehicle inspected, when it was still the 5.7 Hemi, I think it was just cammed at the time. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go back and watch the video. But he ended up failing because it was catless, But like I say, it's all about who you know, how you can get around all that, okay? If you know somebody that does vehicle inspections that are willing to kind of look under the table, pay them a little bit extra money. Like I say, I've never had to do it. I don't know exactly how it works, but I know a few guys that are running catless, and their shit's inspected, so I know there's ways around it, That's why I didn't go catless, guys. I wanted to be able to pass inspection, and really, catless isn't going to give you that much extra horsepower. It's really not. The high flow cats, they're basically a straight pipe. They have a little bit of restriction to them, but not much. And that, so you're getting just as much power with the high flow cats as you would with the no cats. The only difference is the smell. You're running catless, you have that real strong exhaust smell. This one here, people have stood behind the truck, and you can smell it. You can smell the fumes. And the guy over here who was inspecting my vehicle, when he came around to the back, he smelt it. I know he did, because he looked down and started looking for my cats. But I have cats, so he saw them, so he had no choice really but to pass me on that one. But yeah, guys, just pay the extra money and get cats. Because really it's not worth it. And that's coming from Matt Feacock, okay? Matt Feacock on his TRX, he's running high flow cats. He didn't go catless because, like he said, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay, and Matt's the Ram guy. So yeah, just pay the extra money, get the cats, and don't sweat it. And then get with Sean over at Hemi Fever Tuning, or Jay Green, or whoever you want. Just make sure they're a reliable tuner that will get your vehicle to pass inspection. All right, guys, I've rambled on and on and on. It's a nasty rainy day today. I just wanted to get this truck inspected. Now I just got to go to the tax office, get my new sticker, and I'll be good to go. All right, guys, we'll catch you guys on the next video. Y'all take care.